Hello there friends, and welcome back to our little house on the mountain. If you are a returning subscriber, I want to thank you so much as always for stopping by. And if you are new here and you enjoy this video, I would love to have you stick around and subscribe. It helps us so much when you guys take the time to like the video, comment on the video and all that jazz. So if you are able and willing, we appreciate it so much. I did a video a few months back, a little bit of a longer form video called, I think it was called My Natural Hair Care Routine. In that, I went into a lot of different topics regarding my hair care routine. I went into historical hair care and I talked about my hair care routine. I also talked about diet when it comes to growing hair and hair types. So if you're interested in that video and a lot more of the information around the hair care routine, I will put the link to that video in the description box and pin it in the comments below. But in that particular video, I did get a lot of comments asking to just focus on my actual hair washing day and what that routine looks like. And so I figured we would do that video today because when I woke up today, I realized that it was hair washing day. And hopefully you will glean something out of this video today that will be helpful to you. As I shared a bit in the other hair video that I did, as I've been on this journey of seeking more natural, holistic routines with hair, skin, body, beauty, all of that stuff, I have changed a lot of my routines over the years. And now my hair washing day is anywhere from a week to a week and a half. Sometimes I can push it to 2 weeks, depending on the time of the year. Hey there, sweetie. If we weren't interrupted by the fur babies, it would not be a little house on the mountain video. But let us get started. And the first thing I'm going to do is take my hair oil. What did I do with that? And I will also put links to any blog posts I have with any specific recipes, whether it's the scalp scrub or hair oil or face oil or anything I reference. If I have a blog post attached to it, I will put that in the description box and pinned in the comments also. So I'm going to take my hair oil mix and I'm going to saturate the lower half of my hair and focus on my ends. Sometimes what I will do is I will just take this hair oil and I will simply, with the dropper, I will go along here and then I will massage this into my scalp, do a light amount here, definitely heavier on the ends, wrap my hair up in a bun and let the hair oil just hang out on there for a few hours, up to a day, overnight, whatever you want to do. Today, I have some residue and some buildup on my hair. I can feel it because it's a little flat up here and I want to get some more volume. So today, I'm going to focus on getting some of the buildup off. So I'm going to use more of a scalp scrub. However, that also has nourishing oils in it. So you really have two options. You can just do the hair oil on the ends and into the scalp, or sometimes you can switch it up if you have some buildup you want to get rid of, and you can do a scalp scrub, which has the cleansing effects from the sugar that we're going to be using and the apple cider vinegar, but it also has the nourishing benefits of the oil. So first I'm just going to be putting this hair oil on the ends of my hair, and then when I get back with you, we are going to be putting together the hair scrub, like I said, which is going to help with any dry skin. It's going to help with buildup. It's going to help bring circulation to the head. If there's any clogged pores up there, it's going to help open those up. And the nourishing oils are going to help nourish the skin on my scalp. And then I am going to be adding some essential oils into that scrub, which is really good for hair growth. So here we go. Smells so good. Just start applying this and I start rubbing it in. And if I wanted to put some on my scalp, I like the dropper bottle because I can really get it into the scalp. And I would just put that on and get it on, and then I would just massage it in with my fingers. If you have fine hair, I highly suggest just doing the ends of your hair with oil and then doing more of the scrub route and some of the other things we're going to talk about, mixing baking soda with the shampoo, just so that you can get some extra volume on top. If you have more of a type 4 hair range, you can obviously do the oil all the way from the hair shaft to the ends, and you can do the scrub or you can just do the deep oil on the scalp. I think I'm on the latter end of the type 2 hair, and I would only do the scrub once a week. You don't want to do it too often and force your scalp to produce too many oils by over exfoliating. So this is not something you'd be doing every day or needing to make every day. This is basically something that you do once a week or once every 2 weeks, depending on your hair type. If you go to the links in the description to the blog post, you'll see that I'll give different options that you can use, which again is nice to customize to your needs, but also sometimes we just have certain ingredients in our pantry and sometimes we don't. Or if you find one ingredient on sale and the other one's not, you can just use that. And so making your own products in the long run is not only better for you, but I think it actually a lot of times is more budget friendly. So if you want to do the scalp scrub, you want to try that out at some point, which I highly recommend. It's so nice. You're going to need a glass jar. The other thing you're going to need is some sugar. So I'm going to be using brown sugar today, but as you'll see on the blog post, there are other types of sugar that you can use if that's what you have in your pantry. So I will be using 1/4 cup of brown sugar. Let me check my notes, make sure I don't lead you astray. 1 tablespoon of an oil of your choice. Again, this is where you get to use what you have, use what's best for you. Some examples of oils that you can use in this are sweet almond oil, jojoba oil, avocado oil, olive oil, coconut oil. So if you have beautiful, fine hair that is a little bit more oily, I recommend going with a lighter oil, like a sweet almond oil or a jojoba oil. If you have beautiful hair, the opposite end of the spectrum in the 4 range, I recommend looking into a slightly heavier, more nourishing oil, something like a Jamaican black castor oil. You will also need 1/2 tablespoon of apple cider vinegar. And the last thing you will need for this is essential oils. If you decide to use them, you do not have to. I highly recommend getting your hands on some rosemary oil to add into this. Rosemary oil is known for helping stimulate hair growth, and it's just very good for the scalp. So that's it, friend. I know that there are recipes out there, a bunch of recipes that recommend putting oatmeal into your scalp scrub. I don't recommend that. Here's why. Putting oatmeal into the hair scrub, especially if you have hair in the 4 hair type range, you have coiled hair, the oatmeal is going to get stuck in your beautiful hair coils, and you will be picking little pieces of oatmeal out of your hair, and nobody has time for that, right? So I don't recommend that. And if you have fine hair and the oatmeal just washes right out, just remember you're going to be picking pieces of oatmeal up out of the tub. Before you do the scrub, you're gonna want the top of your hair, your scalp, to be wet. So you have a few options. You can do this right in the shower. It's less messy that way. So basically, if you wanna do it in the shower, hop in the shower, get your scalp wet, get your hair scrub in there, rub it in, massage it in with your fingers for a couple minutes, and then let it chill on there for a few more minutes, 5 minutes, do your other things you need to do in the shower, and then you're going to rinse it out until you don't feel any of the graininess of the sugar anymore. Once you don't, we are gonna move on to our shampoo stage. And specifically today, because I'm trying to remove buildup, I'm going to share with you a little secret that I found that removes all the buildup from my hair and gives me really nice volume. It's really cheap and it's easy. It is baking soda. If you want to let your scrub sit on a little bit longer, you can take one of those water spray bottles for the hair and just get the hair around your scalp wet, put your scrub on, and let it hang out on your head for about 20 minutes. Once the scrub is on your scalp and it's hung out on there the time that you would like it to, you are going to again rinse it out with water until you don't feel the sugar anymore. Then you're gonna move on to your shampoo. That key is I'm gonna be mixing it with some baking soda and making a paste. I'm gonna take that paste and I am going to apply that all over this top half of my head. If you have drier hair, you only need to do the shampoo and the paste with the baking soda on the top part of your head. If all of your hair gets oily and limp, you can do this on all of your hair. And this is optional. This just does a little bit of extra cleansing and adds some shine. I'm going to do the apple cider vinegar rinse. You could also do an herbal rinse, but I'm gonna do the apple cider vinegar rinse, which is super simple and inexpensive also. It's just 1 part apple cider vinegar and 1 part water. I can't give you exact amounts because it's gonna depend on how much hair you have. So I'm just going, in a little glass container, I'm just gonna put 1 part apple cider vinegar to 1 part water. So oil, scrub, rinse, shampoo mixed with baking soda. Rub that in, let that get all in there. Rinse that shampoo out. Wash the apple cider vinegar over my hair and just let that fall down over my wet hair. Again, that does a little bit of extra cleansing and it is going to add some shine. So after I use this, I am going to have enough left to store in the fridge, and I'll be able to probably use this mixture that I made another 2 times, 1 or 2 times. So you can keep this in the fridge about up to a month. You just want to check it for mold, and you want to be really careful not to get any water moisture in it. The apple cider vinegar is a really good preservative, so if you add that in there, it's likely that it'll last you the whole time. I'm going to put my hair up in a bun, have the oils on the end of my hair, and I'm just going to let this hang out on here for about 20 minutes before I get in the shower to rinse it out, and then to do my shampoo with the baking soda into a paste. Wash that out, do the apple cider vinegar rinse, 1 part apple cider vinegar, 1 part water, and then condition my hair and make sure I rinse everything really, really well. This part is quite simple. This is my baking soda. Now the amount you're going to use is probably different depending on how much of your hair you're going to be shampooing and how much hair you actually have. So this is probably a good heaping tablespoon of just regular baking soda. And then I'm going to be using the Curiously Clarifying shampoo from Acure. This just happens to be one of my favorite, like I said, cleaner shampoo companies on a budget. This one's free of parabens, sulfates, mineral oil, petroleum oil, and formaldehyde. And ever since I started doing this and making this paste, it adds so much volume to the top of my hair. I have a lot of hair, so I'm probably going to be using a little bit more than you would have to. But like I said, basically you're looking for a thinner paste consistency. Basically something like this. So after I go right now and rinse, then do my shampoo with this, then I will be applying to the bottom half of my hair, heavy on the ends, the Ultra Hydrating Conditioner from Acure as well. This is the one I was telling you smells like a almond cookie from my childhood. This has argan oil and pumpkin seed oil. This is also paraben, sulfate, mineral oil, and petroleum and formaldehyde free. I will be linking anything that I can in the description box below and pinned in the comments. This is not sponsored, though I wouldn't mind it. Acure, you know, I'm here. I'm gonna let that sit on my hair for a few minutes. Rinse everything out, rinse, like I said before, really well. Let the hair air dry till it's almost all the way dry. Put it up in my heatless curlers tonight, and I will see you guys tomorrow. Good morning, beautiful. This is the day that the Lord has made. Let us rejoice and be glad in it. It is a stunning, wonderfully beautiful October day here on the mountain. I'm so grateful for all of you. If you've gotten to this point in the video, thank you so much from the bottom of my heart. When you guys watch through the videos, it does help the videos with the algorithm, so I truly appreciate that. And if you did get to this point in the video, I would love to know something about you. There is no Little House on the Mountain without you. I'm so grateful that you choose to take a part of your precious day to spend it here with me. So if you have a moment, I would love if you just shared one thing about yourself in the comments below. I'm not always able to respond to every single one, but I do read them, and I would love to learn something about you. So here we are, the very next day. We're gonna wrap up hair day. It's really simple from this point forward. I have my green jasmine tea. Green tea, like a good quality green tea, is very good for inflammation, and it's also one of the things that they say is good for hair health. So green tea it is. My heatless curl thing, it just kind of got all discombobulated last night, so I don't know how effective it was, but this is my hair the next morning. There's a lot more volume up top today. What I did was, right before I put the heatless curls in, my hair was basically dry, and I took some of the hair oil and just on the very bottoms, just a very light amount, I did this to the bottoms, and then I put it up in the heatless curls. You can either take your hair oil, a hair type of balm or a butter, like a deep conditioner, or something. This is just a light leave-in conditioner. This is a non-toxic. This is a very clean brand called Kalia. Sometimes I'll just spray on the ends. I don't do it up here because I don't want to weigh this part of my hair down after all of that work to get the buildup off. During the week, I will start from my scalp where most of the oils are generated, and just give a little massage and brush from the top slowly downward to distribute the natural oils. And then, as I mentioned in the other video, I do have essential oils in this hair oil, but sometimes I will just take a drop or two of an essential oil that my husband likes, like vanilla or some type of a blend. I have a pumpkin pie blend that he likes, and I will just distribute a drop of essential oil through my hair just to make it smell really nice. And he really likes that because when he goes in for a hug or my hair moves, it releases the nice essential oil smell, and he really seems to enjoy that. So this is just, you can see how voluminous and fluffy it is here on the top. And that is it. We did our hair washing day routine, and there it all is. Like I said in the other video, since I changed my diet and started implementing a more natural hair routine, my hair has always been pretty long, but it became so much thicker and grew so much faster. I will tell you that when I switched to an ancestral type diet and started consuming things like grass-fed beef organs, I started getting all of these baby hairs. This was about, I started noticing this about 7 months ago. They were these baby hairs here, and this is them now. With my skin and my hair, when I switched from a lot of chemical stuff that I was using for so many years or was being used on me in the industry, and switched over to the more natural holistic route, my skin improved dramatically, my hair improved dramatically. So I highly recommend just considering it, looking into it. I hope this video was helpful. Thank you again so much for stopping by. If you are new here, I would love to have you stick around and subscribe and visit with me again. I want to thank all of you for taking the time to stop by our little house on the mountain. We have our blog and our autumn merch and some winter merch that's coming on there at our Cozy Corner Mercantile on our website. That's at www.ourlittlehouseonthemountain.com. You can also find our Amazon storefront in the description box. And anytime you go in through our storefront and shop on Amazon, you do bless our family. So thank you so much from the bottom of our hearts. We love you, and Lord willing, I will see each and every one of you right here on the next one. Bye, friends.